Pretty bubblicious.
Yeah, I got to get one of those sweet eyeballs.
Hey Dan,
Sup?
thinking of this spooky October, let's make spooky cocktails and suck on some dead man's fingers.
Ooh, I like me some dead man's finger.
Coffee. First, most important thing, pour us a sip. Oh. we felt a little bit festive and we sort of thought we'd jump into the Halloween, even though Australia's not as big on it. So, to Hallows Eve. Ching.
Ooh, I do like that dead man's finger. If you want to see what we thought of it, it's in a previous episode on our channel, so you can go have a look.
I'll put the linky up there somewhere or something like that. Yeah, it's quite nice. Good little sip there. So we're going to go for a little spectacle and a couple of cocktails tonight. We're going to go for the Gravedigger and another one called the Haunted Graveyard.
Ooh,
so going for a little bit more of a graveyard-esque theme. The actual Haunted Graveyard seems really cool. There's like rosemary involved and it looks, it gives you a cool theme. Throw in some eyeballs. Good to go. Alrighty. Cue the ingredients. Hard cider, some whiskey, and some ginger ale or ginger beer. So with magic editing, we'll conjure up those right now. Oh yeah, here we go. Ingredients, voila. First thing, we need to mix the hard cider and whiskey. So I'm thinking about a shot of the whiskey in there, little drippy drop, and then we'll pour in some cider too. So
a couple of gluggy glugs?
Yeah, a couple of gluggy glugs in there. We don't measure shit, as you can see, so this is how we do it. And now, we got a different selection for the cider. My brother's gonna try the hard cider original from Mercury, 6.9% ABV, and I went for the crushed raspberry to give more of a bloodier color, hopefully. We'll see what color it comes out. Coming in at a walloping 8.2% ABV. Smelling nice. Okay, I'm going to pour a nice little dollop of that in.
Up to about 3/4, you thinking, or half?
I'm going there.
Yeah, so I'll take that as a yes.
I guessed that too. That was pretty good. We've got good old Bundaberg ginger beer on hand. Pull that tab. Ba-chung. I'm going to bring it up. And let's throw in a little bit of ice. Sometimes you put this in a little bit beforehand, but I forgot, so I'm putting them in now.
Fair enough. It's a good enough
Chill
reason
it up.
as any.
There we go. Throw some of that in. I'm thinking we need a little bit of lychee eyeballs to go with it too.
Eyeballs?
Oh, yes. Because you got to not only see the drink from the outside, but also the inside. Eyeballs deep. Oh, that's good. Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at those eyeballs. Oh, look at Eddie's
nice.
one. Look at the side at ya.
Mine's got a lazy eye.
Ooh.
I'm liking it.
So, to the Gravedigger.
Bit of spice, bit of fruit. Not a massive hit on the alcohol, which I like in a way, for a cocktail.
Yeah, it's not a big huge punch or anything like that. It's quite nice.
I mean, and we eyeballed some of it. Like if you want a bit of a hit, just add a bit more whiskey in. I think this is a good Australian Halloween cocktail.
Okay.
Because there's warmer climate in Australia.
It is.
And this really feels like a drink you would have when it's hot and you want to cool you down. Actually, I feel like apple ciders. Apple ciders, I feel like hot summer day kind of thing. So that's what it reminds me of is that. But pretty good.
I'd go with you there. Yes, ciders are generally if you want to just swap out, something else, having something a little bit sweeter. Warm days, apple cider and bit of ginger beer and a bit of extra kick from the whiskey in there.
I'm really enjoying how we had apples, the hard cider is the largest by volume in the cocktail because you're really getting that apple flavour through. Tastes nice, sweet. I'm pretty happy with that. I wonder what the lychee eyeball tastes like. Gimme.
You have to dig one of those out there.
Dig out the eyeball. Pretty good. I'm liking it. Thumbs up from us. Okay, the next one is called Haunted Graveyard. This is actually really cool. Photos look really interesting. This one you need some bourbon, maple syrup, fresh orange, bitters, some rosemary stems they recommend, but it's more of a garnish, so you could use anything else that looks spooky. Got some ice and something to shake it in.
Okay, I think we can accomplish all of that.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, let's get making. Welcome to the Haunted Graveyard.
Just my apartment.
Oh, okay. It is haunted though. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to estimate a few gluggy glugs of bourbon, as usual. Now, I reckon with the maple syrup, we're going to have to be a little bit more...
generous?
I don't want to get it... I wonder how much is too much with maple syrup. Is there such a thing if you're Canadian? Might get a little bit sickly sweet, so what do you reckon? Put in a little bit of this?
Yeah, we'll put in a little bit of that. Yep. And I kind of feel if it's gonna be maple syrup, it has to be Canadian, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Like if it came from any other country, it'd be like, nope.
No,
Nope, nope,
it has
nope,
to be
nope,
pure
nope.
Canadian
Okay.
maple syrup.
Bit of bitters, if you could do the honors for me. I reckon, what do you reckon, 4 dashes?
Yeah, I can count to 4.
It's actually a pretty cool story about the oversized labels on these bitters. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks very nice and gloomy coming down the side there. Throw in an orange slice if you would for me, please. That's what I like about cocktails is kind of put your own little spin on things as well, because I reckon the orange could be a nice little zest on top, nice little garnish, would look pretty good too. Could you please just get a pinch of the rosemary leaves for me?
Okay, just a few.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to overpower it if you put in way too much, so I don't know, 5 or 6 or something like that. Actually, we need more of these ingredients. Just throw in the ice. Do I look like a bartender? I know they do the double pump thing.
yeah, the double pump.
Our little professional shaker there. Alrighty. I reckon we can just throw in a little bit more bourbon on these.
Shaking the orange in there. I'm not sure how much that's actually going to do. Like, will you even be able to taste it?
I reckon zesting it up would actually be a pretty good option with this one. And the final little bit is actually to toast some of these little rosemary stems for that good smoky appearance.
Okay, so how are we going to toast it?
You got a lighter there? No, Daniel. But I think that's a bit overkill for this little tiny bit on those ones. So yeah, put that away. We might use that on another episode.
Fine.
So how well does this stuff actually light is my question. A little bit of Fleming. Gives a real funky smell, this. It's like an incense that you just bought randomly from the dollar stretcher, and it's not the best incense.
no, it really isn't.
But you bought it, so you just use it anyway.
Ooh.
There we go. I think this is going to give us a really good hit. The ABV is going to be much higher on this one because it's just straight up bourbon, 40% ABV.
Yeah.
Let's give it a taste. Smoky.
Smooth.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you that. Yeah, there's not a big hit.
I was waiting
There's
for
really
that.
not.
I was waiting for the hit, and the maple, the orange, dulls it out. Like, I know there's alcohol there at the end, but there's no sting. Man, might be on a winning.
Because this is still 44% ABV. So, and the only thing that's not alcoholic in here now is the ice orange and a bit of maple syrup. But the orange was just shook about.
It's like a smoky peaty whiskey, but just lightly smoked. You know, it's like you can get a little hint of it, like from the burnt rosemary. Hey,
okay. So how well do you think they've stuck to the theme of a haunted graveyard?
You know what would have been perfect? Coffin-shaped ice.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Just tombstone ice cube in the middle. Why, bam.
Next year when we have some more budget, maybe.
Call it the tombstone pile driver. You gotta watch out for the rosemary bits.
Yeah, it's mostly pleasant.
Yeah.
Except for that.
It's interesting. I like
it is a really interesting taste.
Bit of fun.
So,
bit of excitement.
Definitely, burnt on the nose and everything that you would expect. Would you say the nose is slightly unpleasant because it's just got that more burnt sort of?
Yeah, the nose isn't friendly, I think.
Okay. Well, I guess that they could work in with the theme because it's supposed to be a haunted graveyard. You're not supposed to necessarily
That's it.
like it. So, but the fruits of your labour afterwards, once you get past that nose, are actually pretty decent. The sweetness of that maple syrup isn't too pungent, but definitely, makes the whole thing a lot nicer. As it is, like it's Halloweened by name.
Yeah, I like the first one that we tried. That was nice.
Yeah.
It was almost too friendly in taste to be Halloween themed. But I was pretty excited. I was happy with it, all in all. Like, definitely better than some of our concoctions we've made in the past.
That's not saying much.
Not saying.
Yeah, we tried tea, rum, and whiskey.
Yeah. I'm glad we've grown out of that phase.
Have we, though?
I hope so. On those ones. Well, brother, is that all for today?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good. If you like this episode, you know what to do to help out small, tiny channels like us. Yeah, I put it all down below.
All those good things, and we're the High Proof Brothers. I feel like if I cut this in half...
Zom, 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 zom.
Ah! We're making port.